oh, this is a luxury apartment, $7.99. Okay, then you get there and it's literally the hood.
I know I'm fine, okay, yeah, I'm a dime, okay. I cut him off if he ever get out of line, okay. I do it big, okay, like I'm a John, okay.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Kaylah Bree. It's your girl, Kaylah Bree. Hey, it's your girl, Kaylah Bree. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Kaylah. And if you are looking to move into the Dallas area, you have came to the right place, okay? I am here to not only help you, you help me help you, okay? You need to tell me what you want to see from me, and I, in exchange, give that to you, okay? So today's video is going to be all about the nice places to live in Dallas. Now, disclaimer. This is all based off of my opinion. That means that this is my experience. This is what I think are nice places. So if you don't think that these are nice places, then that is your opinion. I know a lot of you guys are planning on moving to Dallas or have just moved to Dallas, and you kind of want to know the areas and what areas are good places to live. Now, each place that I mentioned in this video all have nice areas. All of these places also have bad areas. I wanted to just bring this to you guys' attention before we go ahead and start, because I wanted you guys to be clear that this is based off of my opinion and my opinion only. So now that that's covered, let's go ahead and get into the video. So you want to know Kaylah, what places are the nice places in Dallas? Like, you show us all these nice areas. I've showed you downtown. If you guys have not seen some of the areas that I have mentioned, I will link them down below so you guys can check those videos out. But also, I wanted to specifically dive into what are nice areas. So in my opinion, nice areas are more areas that I would consider safe. Crime has no address, okay? It doesn't. So no matter if you live in a really nice high-rise downtown or if you live in the, suburbs of Frisco, it doesn't matter. Crime can find you anywhere, but there are definitely more safer areas than others. And so what this video is going to be geared towards more of those places that I feel would be more safe, more of a nicer place to live, somewhere you can find to live that's more affordable, but also not in a bad area. So the very first place I would like to mention in today's video would have to be Addison. Addison is a great place to live, and it is definitely more of a younger crowd. Now, some of the places that I do mention are a mixture of crowds, and I will let you know what type of people are in what type of areas. Now, Addison is a really good place to live because it's way more young. They have bars down there. They have I think it's called the Addison Walk, where you can go and they have like shops and all that kind of stuff and things like that. I would show you guys in this video, but I didn't have time to get that footage, and I know you guys want a video, so I'm going to later show you guys those areas in future videos. But I still wanted to bring you guys this video and let you guys know what areas are good. Addison is definitely one of those places I feel like are really safe and really good, nice place to live. You can find an apartment for really affordable, not cheap. It's not cheap. So don't go over there thinking that you're gonna find you a $500, $600 apartment, because no, sis, you're not gonna find that in no nice area. I'm just gonna be real. Like, you have to spend a little coin in order for you to live in a more decent area. With that being said, Addison is definitely one of those places that I would consider one of the more nicer areas of Dallas. Now, this is not in Dallas, mind you. This is on the outskirts of Dallas. So anything really north of Dallas is what I would consider more of a nicer area. Now, there are places north of Dallas that are not good areas, and there are places in South Dallas that are nice areas, but I would say that majority of the nicer places to live are more north of Dallas, meaning downtown Dallas, Victory Park, the heart of Dallas. So if you're looking for somewhere to live, Addison is a definite good place. And right next to Addison is another city, and it is called Carrollton. Now, Carrollton is one of those cities where it is really nice. It's very upscale in some areas, and in other areas it's not. Carrollton is what I would consider one of those spots where you can be in a really nice area one minute and then in a not so nice area the next. But when you are in the nice areas, it is really nice and it is really safe. So I would just continue to do your research as far as looking for places in that area, because that area is very here or is there, okay? So just keep that in mind when you're looking for places. You want to make sure before you decide you want to move to any of these areas that you really actually come and visit, because them pictures online, baby, they be lying, because you be seeing, you be like, oh, this is a luxury apartment, $799. Okay, then you get there and it's literally the hood. It's nothing like the pictures. So I would highly suggest that you come and you actually visit the apartment before you sign any lease, before you move forward with settling on a place. You want to make sure that that's the place you really want to live. You want to look at the area, you want to look at your neighbors, you want to see what kind of cars people are driving. You want to, and the reason why I say cars, what kind of cars people are driving, is because you can tell an area by the type of cars people are driving. If you go to a nicer area and everybody's driving nice little Hondas and Toyotas, you know that pretty much majority of the people over there are living to be in comfortable, safe area. But if you go into a like more ritzy part of town, such as like Frisco or like higher Plano area, you'll see they are driving more luxury cars. So you're gonna be spending a lot more money in that area. Versus if you go to a really bad area, you notice that the cars that people drive are not on the more normal or luxury side. So you have to decide on what kind of area it is that you are looking to live in, because me personally, I don't mind living in an area where they drive Hondas and Toyotas, because I drive a Honda or a Toyota and you know, it's plain Jane. And I also don't mind living in an area where it's more on the expensive side, because I know that when I pay a little bit more money, I get a little bit more of security. The next place that I would highly suggest that you look into living in would have to be the Irving area, and specifically the Las Colinas area. And the reason why I say Irving, Las Colinas is because Las Colinas is more of the, I would say, the uppity part of Irving, but it's so beautiful over there. It's so nice, but it's also really affordable. You can find a really decent apartment in the Irving, Las Colinas area much better than you can find in like Plano or in the Frisco area. Plano and Frisco are all north of downtown Dallas. Plano is right next to Frisco. They're like right next to each other, but Frisco is just a little bit further. And when you tell people that you live in Frisco, be prepared for people to tell you that they're not coming over, because Frisco is considered really far away from everything. So you have to keep that into mind, that when you are interacting with people and you start to know people and you get out and you're in downtown Dallas and uptown and people say, oh, where you live, and you tell them that you live in Frisco, people are gonna be like, you live far, you know? Now, personally, I do not live in Frisco. I live in the Plano area, but it's right next to Frisco. So I'm like right on the verge of being too far from people. I prefer this area way more than I do the downtown Dallas area because I'm not a city girl. I know that I don't like city life. I love city views, but I love suburban lifestyle. So I choose to live in more of the suburban area rather than living in the city. But if you like city vibes, then downtown Dallas, in that video that I have right up here that I could tell you guys, those areas that are mentioned in that video, those are the areas you want to live in if you like the city life. Now, Irving and Las Colinas is really, really nice, and I would consider that more of an uppity area. The surrounding areas are very nice as well. So it's not really too much of a bad area in the Irving facility, but you also have to know that there is a good and a bad part to every city, and all of these places that I'm mentioning are cities and they all have bad and good areas. Dallas is huge, okay? So you have to understand that if you choose to live in one city, that doesn't mean that that's a one and done. Another really nice area to live in is McKinney. Now McKinney is a little bit further away from downtown Dallas, but it's not as far as Plano and it's not as far as Frisco. It's like kind of on the verge of both of those. Now McKinney is what I would consider a traditional Texas town, and what I mean by that is you will see more of a traditional Texas living in McKinney. I don't really know how to explain what kind of people are there. I would consider it more of a uppity part of town, but also it can also just be really southern. And then of course there is the Plano and the Frisco area. These are areas that I've been mentioning throughout this video, but I also wanted to put a nail on the head with these areas because Plano is an excellent place to live. It's not too far from downtown Dallas and it's not too far from Frisco. Now personally, I like to hang out in the Frisco area, but I also enjoy occasionally going to downtown Dallas. So therefore, when it's time for me to do either or, I can do either or and it's not too far. Now, when you start getting more towards the Frisco area, you start to realize that things are a lot more further and you starting to see cows, okay? Throughout all of Dallas, Frisco is probably the most like bougie of them all. And if you like bougie, that is where you need to be. Frisco, Plano area is the bougie side of Dallas. Now, I do have an apartment tour video that you can see. I have a whole moving to Dallas tab where you can enjoy it, watching my experience from transitioning from one city to the next, and also watching the process of how I came to where I am right now. Now, am I anywhere where I need to be? No, but I have definitely came a long way, and I wanted to share with you guys these tips so that you guys can have more of a successful stay here in Dallas. And when you come to visit, you better hit me up. I'm just saying, because we need to hang. Y'all, I really like to meet you guys. If you ever see me, or if you ever see me out or anything, you're more than welcome to say anything to me. Just come say hi. I'm super nice, even if I have like a rested bitch face. You can still come up to me, okay? But with that being said, I just wanted to still give you guys this video, and I hope it was helpful to you in any way. If it did help you, please give this video a thumbs up. If you do know somebody that is moving to Dallas, make sure you go ahead and share this video with them so that they can get some insight on moving into Dallas. And without further ado, if you're not following me, boo, what is you doing? If you're not following me on Instagram, what is you really doing? I mean, I just need to know. Love if you sticked around and watched some of these videos that I have right here, because sis, like, these videos are right here for you. I have a whole playlist for you right here, so go ahead and click on them. They're waiting. Make sure you're subscribed, okay?